Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays Umihara Kawase. It has been too long since I've played this game on this channel, and I want to get back into it because I don't want this to become all Hyper Rogue all the time as much as I love that game. And this is still and always my favorite game, and one that I want to always come back to, and it's one that gives me so much joy and comfort that I really feel like, especially when I'm having hard times and I'm kind of struggling and not feeling well, and I really need to engage in good self-care. I think that playing this game is one of the best things that I can do. I've never had it, like, totally lose momentum like that. That was odd. Well, we don't need to linger here. Let's head onward into the game. And let's see if we can do this crazy series of jumps that I still cannot get consistent. I believe I talked a little bit in a story about my uncle about wanting to practice things not just until I got past them, but until I got consistent at them. And this is a game that really lets you do that. This is a game that really gives you a lot of opportunity to just work on things over and over. Because it's short, it doesn't take very long to get anywhere in this game, and the more times you do it, the faster you can do it. So there is a lot that kind of, that encourages you to really practice things over and over. And especially now in the modern era with emulation, it's still very frustrating, but you can use save states to even just practice a single jump over and over, and I think that that was a lot of the inspiration behind games like Super Meat Boy that have that instant reset, is that idea of being able to practice a single jump or series of jumps over and over that quickly. That really came to us with ROMs and with ROM hacks, especially games like Kaizo Mario, that really you have to either use save states or just reset the game over and over again. Games that really are all about just practicing individual jumps, even though they're built on engines. You know, Kaizo Mario was built on the Super Mario World engine, and a lot of the really challenging ROM hacks were done that way. So the engine wasn't actually built to really support that kind of instant reset, unlimited retry kind of play, but because people were generally playing them in emulation, it became much more possible. And so the way that we play games has really been changed by the medium that we use for playing them. I'm going to go a little bit of a different way this time. I've been banging my head against the speedrun route for so long, and I actually finally made it through that level that I was really struggling with, and then the level after that is even harder. It's a bit more like, I think it was level 12, where I said it was just a single extremely hard jump. The last level in the speedrun route is very much like that. It's a very long distance jump that actually kind of reminds me of a lot of the jumps in Counter-Strike Surf, which I talked about a little bit in a story about my uncle. It's these extremely challenging maps based on using a glitch to slide around very, very fast. And my favorite map is this one called Surf LT Omnific, that is just really beautifully designed and extremely challenging, and a lot of the challenges in it are based around getting up enough speed to make very long, very high up jumps. Whoops! Don't know what I was trying to do there, but it wasn't working. I wonder if there's a extra life hidden somewhere on this level. I know that I found one that was just hidden behind a block somewhere on, I believe, field 10. but I don't know how many levels actually have extra lives, and I don't know how many levels... I don't know how they hide them. But we're getting pretty down there in lives pretty quickly, so I don't know that this is going to be an especially long episode, but it's an especially valuable episode because it is that kind of that self-care. I really have not been feeling well. I have not been accomplishing everything I want to accomplish because I haven't been feeling well, and it's an incredibly frustrating feeling when, you know, I don't get a lot of opportunities to do the things that I really care about, and then when some of those opportunities are taken away by illness, it becomes kind of another layer of frustrating. So we want to wait for that guy to go away, and then we just follow him along here. There we go. Was not sure I was going to make that last jump, but it seems to be a pretty forgiving jump. So where does that put us now? Ah, this level. I know that this level has an extra life on it, but I don't actually know that it will be worth going for. I know that I have struggled with it in the past. So let us see. That was actually, I had that. Alright, so we got it at least. So the worst we can do is break even. And this snail is really going to try and make us break even. So there we go. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Except a little bit of fun. Had a little bit of challenge, had a little bit of a fright. That snail coming up on me was... definitely had me worried. So let's see if we can get through this level safely. Get on to the level after this. I believe the next level, I think... Boy, there are a lot of levels, a lot of really challenging levels on this route. And I'm trying to remember what the next one is. I think it is the kind of the one with elevators and spikes everywhere. And I may want to take the shortcut just because we're so low on lives. But we will see. Okay, what level is this? Ah, no, I forgot about this level. This is a level where I feel not very confident in my ability to take the shortcut, but it's such a fun shortcut that I feel like I would be remiss if I did not at least attempt it. And we're doing pretty well. I'm having more slowdown than usual. Which is, I was reading an article about this game that mentioned the slowdown and said that it was fairly rare. But I find that if I get the cord beyond a certain length and wrap it around just 2 corners, that is usually enough to cause some slowdown. And sometimes even just having a single length of rope that's very long and is bouncing around can cause slowdown. Now I'm playing on Higan Balanced, which is the emulator that is geared more towards... or it's not geared more towards accuracy or performance, and so it's probably not performing. It may be trying too hard. The emulator may be trying too hard to emulate things exactly, and so that may be causing slowdown. I don't know that, again, accuracy, it might have even more slowdown, not because the Super Nintendo had more slowdown, but because my computer is getting on in years and maybe can't handle it quite as well as I would like it to. And it may be that if I was playing on Higan Performance, I would have much less slowdown. But it's not really that problematic, it's just something that's kind of interesting to think about, interesting to wonder about, interesting to play around with. I don't really care enough to, really give it a thorough examination. I'm really happy with the way this game plays on my computer, on Higan Balanced. And I don't actually feel like I have any need to play around with different settings. Maybe I could get something better, maybe I'm missing out on some optimal experience, but I find that fretting about, whether or not there's a better way to be having fun is oftentimes less fun than just doing things the kind of quick and dirty way. That was pretty nice. Yeah, can I get through there? Yes! Alright, that was very smooth. I remember struggling with that so much when I first started playing this. When I first got to this level. Alright, that got us up here. Now over that. And now we just have to drop down here and through the door. Alright, that went very smoothly. And I believe that has gotten us onto the tadpole boss. So, this will likely be a very swift death for me, because I have not fought the tadpole in a long time. But let's see if I remember how to do it. So the first one is 0. No frogs. Nothing to worry about. We just have to wait for it to come back, hop again, turn around. Yep. Now this time it's going to put out 1 frog. And I just need to grab it, and then go back to my hiding place. And I would really like to figure out some ways of doing this without hurting the frogs, or at least without getting points. I don't know if it's possible to do it with all of the frogs on screen at once. Okay, so this is really bad because I am now, like, really far behind where I should be. But as long as I get out of the way of the tadpole, I will be fine. Now let's see if I can get back up onto the platform a little quicker, so that I can deal with the 3-frog phase. Their hitboxes spawn so late. You can always take 1 hit from that last frog. That's always safe. And so that's one way of keeping your score lower. And, in tool-assisted runs, I've seen them leave a lot of frogs out, and then bounce off of a lot of frogs. And so, it may be possible to just bounce off of every single frog, or ignore the frogs that you don't bounce off of. It may be possible to get out of this with 0 score. But we have a lot of problems coming for us. Now that was a little bit thrilling. Now is that the last one? Yes, that's the last phase. So now we just have to get past this frog up here, which we managed to survive at least. Now let's see. Let's hope no snails start spawning. Alright, we made it through in, I believe, a single try, which is quite an improvement over how we've been doing this in the past, and really, I'm really pleased with that, considering that I have not done the tadpole fight in a very long time. So this is pretty challenging. There are certain places where we can stand and be safe, but I don't remember where those are, and so we may end up using up our last 2 lives just trying to remember where that is. It's not there. But I managed to hook on, so... no, that's gonna happen. Maybe I could get back up. So, maybe we should watch these go by again and try and figure out where is safe. Down... Okay, it looks like there might be a little tiny space here, but I think we have to get up here. And that fish is gonna make us have to wait another cycle. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, let's see if we can... Okay, so that's safe. And then we can pull that down there and get across here. Alright. So this is our last life, so if anything goes wrong up here... we have some Batman jumping. Okay. Oh, that was not the best place to hook onto that. Oh! Oh my goodness. Okay. Things are fine. Everything is fine. Everything may or may not be awesome. So, Let's give this another shot. The length of that ladder is kind of daunting, going up it. Alright, that was perfect. Let's see if we can do that again. Not ideal, but we can. Alright. Okay, we are into a part of the level that I have never seen. And I see a door, so... hello fish, please don't kill me, thank you. Hey, that was not even difficult. Is there anything we can cling on to? No. Oh, do we have to, like, do some fancy shenanigans? Ah, that might be it. Nope. Let's see. There we go. And through the door, we are now in completely uncharted territory. I do not know what level is coming up next. Field 15, totally different tile set, totally different picture. Let's see what we can find. That was very nearly a very swift end to this field. So we've got some of these crush traps, quite a few of them. There we go. Oh! Alright, well, it's very good to be playing this game again. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Thank you very much for watching and have a great rest of your day.